Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogollon Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we like to call it. Hope everybody's doing well. It's great to see everybody in chat already. Welcome. What do we got here tonight? Mr. Hugh, how's it going? Good to see you. Hey, Val. Grasshopper, what's up, buddy? Stevie B, what's going on? Jamie Cotterell, welcome. Mr. Fuller, how's it going? Brian and Chewy, great to see you guys. Who else? Charlie, Chuck, Alley Underdog Films. What's up, dude? It's weird. Like I said, I've called him Chuck like 3 times now. So yeah, welcome to everybody that's in chat and those that are just watching. Good to see everybody. If you're not familiar with the show, what I do is I put the link in chat, and anybody that wants to come on can click on the link and come on. You just follow the directions when you click on the link, and put your name in. It's simple. All I ask is that you do turn off YouTube in the background, like close that window out. This way we don't get that echo. If you don't want to be on camera, at the bottom there's a stop camera. You don't have to be on camera. Comes in handy. Yeah, so Stevie B is not with me right now. We are in separate places. We knew it was only temporary, but she's home. She's fine. I am down at Richie Evans' house. I will be here for a while. Indefinitely. Yeah, so Stevie's not next to me. This sucks. Anyway. Sandra Piper, how are you? Richie, what's up? You should just bang on the ceiling. Northwoods Cryptids Investigations, what's going on? Welcome. Well, you know what? It does suck that I can't hang out with my best friend right now, and I don't know. I think it came at a good time because Richie can't get around too well, so I'm going to give him a hand around here. And get done when it has to be done. Things get backed up easily. I get it. So, and I'm more than happy to help. Keeps me busy. So, but yeah. Oh, so check this out. What's today? Yesterday. I drove. We were down. Stevie was with me here at Richie's, and I drove her home and came back, and then tonight was the first night like we haven't hung out. So she decided to go fishing, and I gave her a pole, before I left, and set it up with a rubber worm. Even when she said she was going to go, I even took a picture of how that worm should look on the hook, and I sent it to her. It was a little video. I said, make sure that this hook is here, everything. Off she goes. Well, I don't know shit. She wasn't there that long. And I didn't, just by the way, Stevie, I didn't see all these till just now. So, sure as shit, my phone goes off and she pulls in this 3.3 pound bass, her personal best, by herself. I was so proud. Then 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, maybe, She pulls in this one. I don't know what it weighed. She knows. I am stoked. Like I could almost cry. I'm so proud of her. Yeah, she's like, yeah, fuck buying minnows. I like this plastic worm thing. Yeah, they work. They're effective. Shit, I didn't catch anything on plastic worms since I've been in Florida because I really didn't fish them. But she persisted and figured it out, and she caught the second one exactly the same way. She fished it the same way. So good job, Stevie. Danny, what's happening? Good to see you. Hey, Sharon. Mr. Haywood. What's up, bud? See, you start talking fishing and Michael shows up. It's guaranteed. So is Mr. Lee present? I haven't seen him yet. Where's that knucklehead? Dina P, welcome. It's gonna be weird. I earlier tonight probably around 3:00, I was eating some chili and I don't know that there was anything I bit into, but I still have a wisdom tooth on the bottom. Well, it cracked. So now my tongue hits it every time I talk. So I'm trying to not let it affect my speech, but it's got a sharp edge. So it's just weird trying to avoid it. So yeah, let me do this. Get this link in chat so you guys can stare at it and contemplate, pushing the button. And if you ever have, sat there and said, "Oh, should I?" Yes, you should. All right, here we go. All right, the link's in chat, so anybody wants to use it, click on that link, come hang out. Anything you want to talk about, any subjects, we cover everything. we're not picky. And then, every once in a while we'll talk about Bigfoot or UFOs or ghosts or whatever, Miss Dill, how are you? I don't know why it does that. When you guys put I always say it wrong, emojis. On some come through, like Cheese Freak, I can see the emojis here. Everybody else, if they put an emoji, it spells it out. It's weird. Who's your Squatch? What's up, buddy? So yeah, guys, like I said, I am just gonna flood the chat with my link until someone shows up. Well, I need Mr. Lee here, so let's go, bud. Get into chat. I got a treat for you, but I'm gonna wait a while to give it to you. I told you the other day Mr. Lee had put together a preview for, well, I don't know if I'm hoping what he's putting together is as good as the preview. I have faith because he did such a good job. So in a little while, when he shows up, if he shows up, we get some more people in here. I'll show you that. We had issues with it the other day. We couldn't. It had to be in MP4 format, and it wouldn't load. Finally, I figured it out. Well, at the suggestion of other people. Actually, people sent me emails on how to do it, and I just went with a different format, a different program when I did it. And I converted it to MP4, and now I can show it to you guys. So look forward to that. I'm excited to show it. So what else is going on? See, I showed Richie, so he even just said, great video. Because I was sitting next to him, I was trying to figure it out, and I was like, dude, you'll appreciate this, because Richie's a fan of Mr. Lee. And I showed him a video, and he was impressed. So definitely looking forward to. I wish I didn't have to wait, but since Mr. Lee's not here, I'll wait. So who else did I miss? Papa Craig, what's up? So yeah, I'm excited about being here where I'm at with hanging out with Richie, and because there's we've said it before, Richie's property borders this wildlife preserve, and it goes all the way to the Gulf, and I believe it's almost 28,000 acres. So there's a lot of stuff out there. There's deer, there's hogs right behind the house. There's tortoise, there's snakes, there's some other creepy crawlies, I'm sure. But there are some local, parks and there's trails that go out there. So I'm looking forward to getting out there, just to check it out. I don't want to really trailblaze. There's some properties to the right of the house, and kind of sucks. The property right next door, they cleared it out. I mean, they left the trees, but they cleared everything else out, so it looks like a park. It's that open. You go behind the house here and you can't see shit. That's how thick it is. And now it's got a bunch of leaves in it. Like I said, I was doing landscaping for Richie today and cleaning up some leaves and beds and stuff and cutting grass, but I was using this big 10 by 12 tarp, at least 10 by 12. And I would just rake all the leaves onto it because I was going to pick up a leaf blower, but they were too expensive at this one store that's in town. So I'm going to take a ride out to either Home Depot or Walmart and see what they have. This store down here just sold one brand. They sold the Steel brand of tools, and it was expensive. So I know how to use a rake. I have blisters to prove it. Yeah, it's funny. You forget about that, getting blisters, when you haven't done it in a while. And then you do it with a lot of gusto, and you're just always all gung-ho. And next thing I know, I'm trying to figure out different ways to hold the rake without, touching those spots. For a cheap thrill, tap this. Oh, shit. You're a goof. Dill, you're awesome. Too funny. So who else? Kaiju, what's up? That name almost threw me off because my tooth is screwed up. Who else? Kathy, how are you? Yeah, guys. So whatever you guys want to talk about, just put it in caps, throw a subject out there, and let's all have a conversation. Hey, Jen. Just nada. How are you? Welcome. Great to see you. It's been a long time. Don't be such a stranger. Where's the old man? Mr. Nada. Hope he's well. Raptor, how's it going? Shooter, what's up? Really not thrilled with that name. No offense, dude, but to each his own, I suppose. Suzanne, what's up? Good to see you. So yeah, that was definitely cool that Stevie got those fish. And then she told me, she's like, well, I got to wrap it up because that last bass like ripped the worm practically in half. And I told her, I said, well, yeah, if you take a lighter, which I know she has in her pocket, and like you spread, wherever the tear is, you can heat up both sides of the tear and just squeeze it back together, and it welds itself. So, yeah, actually, let's see if she used the lighter. What's up, Stevie?
It's too dark. You can't see me.
I can hear you though.
Hi.
I can hear you.
Okay. Hi.
Great job on those fish.
Thank you. It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do it again. And no, I didn't figure out the worm yet. I just climbed back up the bank and jumped in the truck. Yeah.
I'm thrilled with
that.
I'm so thrilled that you did that and you were so successful at it.
I think the last thing I said, I texted you. I was like, I can't stop laughing.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit to figure out how to work a worm. I explained both, you could have dragged it through or you just, work it and, you figured it out, and
I was just kind of bobbing. I'm on the bank in my favorite spot. I do it over at the lily pads and not a minute after I landed, both times. It was just bobbed it a couple times and it slammed it hard. Yeah.
Well, I told you how it would stand when that weight hits the bottom. That thing stands straight up. So as you just do that little bob, it'll jump, but it'll always land with its tail up in the air.
I kept it
facing up. It's not up in the air; it's up in the water.
Yeah, that was fun.
And you figured it out. That's and now you can use that and be consistent, and that's amazing.
God, yeah. I want to try it during the day, see if it's as successful during the day, because I got here early. I was here for about maybe 30 minutes, cast a few times. I got one bite before then, but I couldn't hook it. I was mad. Then I tossed it across over at the lily pads, and that's when that big boy jumped on. Yeah, I can't see chat. I'm on my phone.
Hi
everybody.
Figgy Figueroa, welcome.
Figgy.
Fly by Stu, what's up? So yeah, I'm waiting for Mr. Lee to show up. I want to show this damn video.
Yeah, you gotta wait for him. It's awesome. I can't wait till you show it. I'm so proud of him for that,
So am I. I was impressed, and
yeah,
because it's funny, at the end.
The credits at the end.
Yes, yeah. Well, let's not spoil the spoiler or the trailer.
No. Well, it's a trailer, so
yeah.
No, it's cool. I can't believe how dark it is.
Where are you still at the lake, or are you in the truck, or
yeah? All I did was walk back over to the truck. Yeah, I'm still here. I might go back over there.
Yeah, if you can fix the worm, it's pretty simple.
I think I can.
Just spread it
When
apart, heat it up, and put it back together. It melts really
when
quick.
you
So just, you know,
yeah, when you said that, I was like, oh.
yes, I know. I knew as soon as I said it, he's going to be like, oh, I don't have to leave. I can fix it.
Yeah.
That's
No, I left
awesome.
the lighter in the truck. I was sitting over the whole time. That's why I was
Oh,
fussing at you about taking all the lighters. You left me with one.
what do you mean? I only have one.
You got to have both the little ones.
No, I have the one big black one.
I'm pretty sure you have both the little ones. I checked my bags. I don't have it. It's probably in the truck
I haven't
then.
seen them. They might be
Hmm?
upstairs. They might be
I'm
upstairs. I don't
sure.
know.
I'm
That's the other
sure.
thing I'm not used to is stairs. Yeah.
How's Lucy?
She's handling the stairs pretty good.
Yeah.
I was laying down, like I was gonna like just rest for a little while this afternoon and just couldn't get into that sleep. But then they got restless all of a sudden, and Lucy like climbs up onto the bed like with her paws, so she's like eye level with
Oh.
me basically. And I guess she wanted up. So there's a little stool up there, a little tiny little step stool. It's only, not even a
Yeah, I
foot off the
saw it.
ground.
I saw it in
Well,
the
I
corner.
put that lengthwise next to the bed, and
She got it?
about 5 minutes later,
Oh,
she jumped up. I was like, oh, right on.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, though. That's right. Perfect for her size. Just her size. That's cool.
Jeff, what's up? Pine Island Research. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to be enough, and she just thunk. And apparently, there's something wrong with I think one of the legs are broken on it. So
Oh,
it's on the to-do list. I got the glue.
yeah.
So after the show, I'll go up and glue the leg.
That's cool.
Yeah. What else? Oh, we got 62, 50, 62. Yeah, I know.
See,
Wear the glasses.
I can.
They're in the truck.
I can't find my one pair of glasses.
Oh, come on.
I know.
You haven't had them. I never took those back to the shit to get the new lenses.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, you got to go get the lenses put in. See,
Oops.
that's an excuse for you to drive back out here.
Oh, come on. I don't need an excuse. You're an excuse enough.
Oh, it's a hell of a ride, though.
No, fuck that. You got 2, 3. How big was the second one?
It was a little slightly bigger. It was like 3.3. Just past the 3, in between the 3.3, 3.4. I don't know. It's hard to tell on that one. Now, you know what? I thought at first. No, did you hear what? You didn't hear my message, I don't think.
No, I didn't hear him.
I thought I caught the same one twice, but the second one the first one was longer, much longer than the second one. The second one was fatter. So yeah, no, they were two different. I was like, holy shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I was like, as soon as I heard the ding, I was like, oh, I saw it was from you, and I was like, oh, she got a fish. And I looked, and I'm like, yeah.
If it was a little one, I wasn't gonna show you. I wasn't gonna send a picture.
Bullshit.
That was
No, you got a fish on a worm. That's on a river worm on your own.
Well, with my hands, it's hard to hold the fish and try to navigate the phone, and you know what I mean. So if it was a little one, I wasn't gonna do it, but I had to take a picture of that one. I was like, oh my god. I kept thinking he's not gonna believe it unless I send a picture. I thought to myself, he's not gonna believe it unless I send a picture because all that shit I gave you about the catfish yeah. So I had to take a picture.
Yeah, when we were at the LBL, I went and fished the river one night, and I caught two really nice catfish. I let them go, but I didn't have
So
my
you say.
camera on me, my phone on me. So,
I still give you hell. I don't
so
believe it.
they would be like, "Yeah." She's always like, "Oh yeah, yeah, sure you did. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure you
Hmm.
caught them." And they were
Caught a
nice.
fish this big. It's so nice out right now.
Steely Dan, Cheap Thrills. Okay, Jamie probably knows this, but the band Steely Dan, what are they named after?
See, I don't think I know that.
Dun, 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 dun. Somebody's gonna if nobody guesses and I tell them, you're gonna be like, no, yes.
Did anybody guess?
Can Squatch, right on, man.
There you
It's a
go.
vibrator or a dildo. That's what they're named after. Steely Dan was a dildo or a vibrator.
That's funny.
Donald knew it.
Of course he did. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it's a cool trivia question. Not a lot of people know that. They're a great
I didn't
fucking
know.
band.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Way to go, Cans. Good to see you, bud. Cottonmouth. So yeah, guys, link is in chat. If anybody wants to join me and Stevie, come hang out, say hi, whatever. You're all welcome.
Come hang out.
Dilly is blah 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 blahing again. It's when
Still
the
needs to
conversation
come on.
turns to fishing. She just
Blah 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 blah.
she's hearing the adults in Charlie Brown cartoons. Wah, wah, wah,
Yep.
wah, wah, wah.
She needs to come on. She needs to come on and hang out with us. Say hi.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Just remember to clean your camera. Sharon Guy, how are you? What else?
Here comes the police.
What do you mean?
He's probably gonna say something, but I'm gonna kind of pause for a second. He's pulling up to me.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Tell me you were fishing. Well, I hope she hits play before, or, comes back before they put her in handcuffs. I want to see this. Where she's fishing. I was fishing the other day, and I had two county cops pull up. There were two in one car. And he got out, and I didn't stop fishing. I just, turned around. And the guy's like, "Oh, we just want to say hi. Catch anything?" It's like, "What's up?" Said, he's like, "What do you catch here?" I said, "Oh, there's bass in here." He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, through the years, it has been stocked. And, but he seemed to emphasize, he did it 2 or 3 times where he was like, "Well, yeah, we're just here to say hi. Like, you don't have to explain to me, dude. You said it once. You know, you don't have to push the subject. I feel bad for these guys if they have to, like, you know, they have such a bad rep or you know, the way people think, or I don't know, man. It just bothered me, you know, because, you know, my dad was a cop. My grandfather, both my grandfathers were cops. My great grandfather was a cop. You know, he was killed in the line of duty, a motorcycle accident. And, you know, I grew up around cops, and no, granted, I've seen some crazy shit. But for a police officer to have to justify himself like that so many times, it's like, dude, you're fine, man. You know, let's have a conversation. You don't have to explain yourself. It was just weird. I'm glad they stopped and talked, and I hope Stevie's okay. They're probably both listening. I'm not helping. No. Yeah, it just I don't know. It was weird. Damn it, Grasshopper, stop copying me. Couldn't help it.
Hey, that was funny.
Do we have
He
to
pulled
post
up-
bail?
And no, he pulled up and he was asking me first. He asked if I was all right, and I was like, "Yeah, I just over here fishing." And I said, "You want to see a picture?" So I showed him the picture, and he was like, "Holy shit!" He said, "I gotta come over here and fish." He said, "I didn't know there was that big of fish in here."
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
"Right on." He said, "Right on." He said, "You enjoy yourself." He said, "I'm not gonna bother you." He took off. He's gone.
Yeah, well, when I was there the other day, I just told these guys, sheriff pulls up and two guys get out, and the driver was like, "Hey, we're just stopping to say hi, and, you know, you catching anything?" And, you know, I talked to them, and did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, no, the last time I was there, I didn't stop fishing. I kept fishing the whole fucking time. I was just like, dude.
I have my
Show the
phone set
world.
up. I have my phone set up on the dash, and the power box is kind of holding it up because I had to plug it in. So he's all leaning his head in to see the picture, and he saw the show in the background. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm on a live show." He's like, "What?" He read it. I'm like, "No, no, no." I paused. I said, "Nobody can hear you. Nobody can see you." He laughed. No, he was pretty
Could
cool.
he hear what I was saying?
Well, he kind of could, but he wasn't listening because I was talking. So
Because I was telling everybody about the two cops that I just ran into there the other day.
he couldn't hear you. We were talking. I walked around and showed him my legs real quick, and he's like, "Hell yeah!" He said, "That's cool." He said, "Enjoy yourself. I won't bother you." Yeah,
Check this
that
out.
was fun.
In 2008, you know, I was living in just south of Nashville, and I met this guy. We were neighbors. I was, you know, I found a roommate situation in I was in Antioch, and in the apartment complex next door down was this guy, Mick, and he had his own business. It was frameless shower doors, and it, you know, everything was glass, but it didn't have those bulky frames on it. It was really cool, the work they did. And I did some work with them, and we hung out in Nashville, and, you know, did the open mics, or I would go to karaoke, and I hadn't spoke with him. I think I told him I was in Florida 2 years ago. I mentioned it, and I think I mentioned it again, but he never got back to me. And Mick just texted me. He goes, "Hey Russ, I'm watching The Voice. I definitely think you should try out."
See,
This was 2008. Then when he heard me, I mean, come on.
see, I say it all the time.
15 years ago. I mean,
That's cool. No, you told me about that job, and I I, I remember you telling me.
Yeah, well, still lives. He lives in Boca
Oh
Raton.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool. So we
but
gotta
he
take
was
a ride down to the Keys.
he's the one who owned the dog. I guess it was a Malinois, and he was Hungarian, and this dog only obeyed commands in Hungarian. So one week he had to go back to Florida, and he wanted me to watch the dog. I said, sure. But I had to learn all the commands in Hungarian.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that was probably interesting.
Well, they were all one word. Nem means no, la, lay down, lay, or la. I don't remember sit, or I don't remember them, but I do remember those two. No lay, no la, nem la. I don't know what order it goes in, but yeah, it was just cool. I just got that. That was really strange out of the blue.
That's cool. See, but
Random.
how long have I been telling you about the voice? I've been saying it.
What's like the oldest person that's gotten onto The Voice?
60 something, I think, but I think it was older than that. I mean, there's been, yeah, and there's been a
Really?
couple of older people that have gone far on The Voice, gotten chairs turned for sure, and made it to higher rounds. But
See, I
yeah,
just want to turn a chair. I don't give a shit about the chair. I just want to turn a chair,
see,
drop the mic, and
and
walk off.
yeah, I think you turn all four or three or however many. I think
I just
my
want to turn
opinion.
one. That's it. To see if I
Uh,
could turn a chair. That would be cool as hell. I don't care.
I know you could. So do it.
Oh,
What are you waiting for?
huh?
Quit talking about it and do it.
Oh, I'm not ready for that.
Well, get yourself ready. Look, I lost my lighter already.
So yeah, guys, is Mr. Lee here yet? What the fudge?
He's not.
Jay Fritz is here. What's up, Jay?
Jay.
Yeah, guys. So if anybody wants to pop on, even Jeff just said, someone click the link. Jeff wants to talk fishing, says Grasshopper. No, we don't want to lose Miss Dill. Oh yeah, Lee's chasing Sasquatch. Well, I waited long enough.
You should show it.
I think I'll show it. Mr. Lee, I wish you were here, but you are here. So, all right, let me bring this up. Check this out, guys. Hold on. I have to make this. Here you go. No, I thought that was awesome.
That was awesome. Every time I see it, I love it.
Yeah, he did. He did a great job.
He really did.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was Mr. Lee. That's why I'm hoping that his. Hold on, let me do this. And
Thank
let
you.
me do this. Yeah, I hope he keeps up the good work. You know, it's just a good night. I'm thrilled with everything tonight. Hey, Suzanne,
Hi,
Susie.
how are you guys?
how you been?
Good.
I'm good. I'm great. I'm doing really good, actually. I'm doing very good right now.
That's
Fantastic.
good.
Yeah.
It's always good to hear.
How are you, Stevie?
I'm good. I'm okay. Just caught my personal biggest fish ever.
Dang,
I'm like,
that was a cool video too from Mr. Lee. Everybody's doing good things.
right? No, that was.
Yeah.
I didn't hear how big it was. How big was it?
It was just over 3 pounds, but I hadn't caught a 3-pounder yet. So, and
Wow,
yeah, and that was by myself. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
that is pretty cool. That is very cool.
I did it twice, like within 20 minutes of each other, I guess. The second cast after I caught the first big one, I caught a second one. I almost thought I caught the same one twice.
That's cool.
But-
You found the sweet spot.
Be
Yeah,
patient,
definitely.
Jeff. I'm thrilled with that so far.
I'm in my
Right.
garage because my husband is making stuff. He's been making wood stuff. He's been doing a hobby lately. And so I wanted to show you guys all the stuff he's been making. So he's making me that desk, which is totally
Oh, no
awesome.
shit.
Because I
That's
need
nice.
it. I need
That's
a big
cool.
ass desk. But he's been selling these. Wait. I can't do it.
Do they fold into chairs and shit?
That is a planter.
Oh, they're planters. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
he's made a bunch of them, you guys.
That's
And so
cool.
he's selling them on Facebook.
How much?
The planters with the 3 things, those are $40. This big one is 60.
What are they made out of?
He's got these little ones too. I think these will be good for succulents.
That's what I like this for, like a raised garden almost, but
Yeah.
sectional like that. That's pretty cool.
And then of course I got one because I painted it.
Oh, right
Oh,
on.
nice.
I don't know if you can see them.
Excuse me.
Anyways,
That's
that's
very
pretty cool. But I'm excited about my desk though. And then it
Yeah,
looks like
right?
he's got some birdhouses going. So like he's just having a good old time in his man cave.
That's cool.
He built all that workbench there that you see.
Yeah, the looks could kill. Oh my god.
I guess I made a crazy look when I said that. You know how my face is, babe. I can't.
The workbench may have been a bit expensive.
Yeah, you know how my face is. I can't control it. So, yeah, I guess that's it. That's all we've been up to. Just like stuff. Good stuff,
Right
though.
Good stuff, right?
No, I'd love to see someone doing crafts like that and working with wood. I love working with wood.
He seems to be having a good time with it.
That's good.
So I had a question for the chat and everybody. Has anybody had anything paranormal happen lately?
No, I don't think so. Not on my part. No.
No, I mean,
No.
no, the stuff that happens with me is more. I mean, Stevie knows.
Is it like a daily thing or like a regular?
Yeah,
Because I can
it's
understand
like
that.
more psychic shit.
Yeah. Ooh, cool, Mobs. You should exercise that muscle. It's a muscle.
I sure knew how.
Hey,
Right?
You can. There's lots of ways. There's lots of ways. I'll send you stuff.
How?
All right,
Send it to me too.
Okay.
Seriously.
but she knows what I'm talking about. I mean, we we do this shit all the time. Where
Just
I
a
know
little
what
while
she's saying
ago,
before she's- What's that?
just a little while ago, I go to leave the house and I cut the corner and I'm like, holy shit, look how beautiful the moon is. And I mean, almost exact same time, he's sending me the same message. You know, he's over there 2
yeah.
hours away.
It's a full moon. It's a full moon tonight.
Yeah.
No, but it was almost exactly the same time. I was sending him the message and he's sending me, and we're both talking about wait until we stop driving, we'll take a picture of it. It was almost exactly the same message at the same exact time.
Yeah, you guys are in sync. You
Yeah.
guys are synchronizing.
But that happens with a lot of people and me. You know, if I spend a little bit of time with them, sooner or later, shit starts getting
Yeah.
weird.
He's a magnet.
In a good way.
He's
I
a
mean, it's, you know, it's. but
He's
I
a
just
magnet
wish
for
I
that
knew
shit.
how to do something with it, how to control it.
Yeah, just hone in on things. Control it. Just
Well, I
control it.
hear thoughts a lot, but you know, that's what I'm picking up is people's.
You know
thoughts.
what would help
Shit
that
happens.
is hypnosis. You could go under hypnosis. And
I don't know
tell
how
your
many
brain-
I don't
Tell
know
your
how many times in a day that I'll think something and instantly he'll say it. I mean, and it's the most random stuff. Random, absolute random. It's like, why did you just say that?
Northwood says psychic, not to be confused with psycho, like my ex.
Right?
Oh, I'm pretty sure Northwoods is known for putting down his ex.
Yeah.
I just realized, I'm like, wait a minute, where have I heard this before? Oh, yes. It was over at Spaced Out Radio.
Do you guys
Oh,
know
that's
anything about
right.
plants? There's something growing out of my aloe vera. It's weird.
Really?
Is that
See.
you can't really see it?
Is it the plant you're saying?
Wait,
Look,
wait.
Because of the banana.
There it is,
Oh, that
Very cool.
yellow thing.
growing out of the bottom of that.
Is it part of the aloe vera or is it just happen to be growing in
Maybe
the
a
same
seed
soil?
flew in there. I think maybe a seed flew in there. Let me show you guys. Because there's something else in there too. Look. Boom. Yeah, that's a big old stalk growing out there.
Richie's got a lot of aloe vera growing right outside the back door.
I saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
It's good to have on hand.
Especially in
sometimes
Florida and
pull it right
sunburn.
off.
That stuff's great.
Yeah. I just pull it right off and squeeze the stuff out. Slice it a little.
Ozzy Sue, good day. Welcome.
Oh, I
Good
can't see
for,
the-
I can't either. I'm on my phone. No, the aloe's good for little cuts and scrapes and
Yep.
such.
It's good for your face too. You could put it on your face after you wash it. It's good for you. Mm.
I don't know that I could drink
Yeah.
it though.
Oh,
I'll
I can
probably,
see you.
for those of you who might
How?
have missed,
How'd you do that? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry,
Mr.
yeah.
Lee's trailer, I'll probably show it again in a little while.
Great video, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, he did a good job. I'm just
Is he in
like,
chat finally?
I'm thrilled because I didn't want to. It needed to be seen the proper way. Like I didn't want to like hear it playing on my computer and I'm showing it in the camera. It's like that would be stupid. But figured it out.
Dun. Did anybody in the chat say anything paranormal happened to them?
Doesn't
Oh, Underdog said, Underdog Film said nothing's happened, but he's always on the lookout. You know, when it happens is when you're not looking out.
Right. Excuse me.
Raptor says, "Yeah, I saw my ex and my life flash before my eyes. Thought I was going to prison. Yikes!
Donald, you live by Lake Champlain? That's cool. Isn't there a some kind of cryptid story about that? A Lake Champlain? Isn't that where there's a
Champ.
Champ? Another
Champ
Loch
is
Ness.
yeah, water cryptid. What else is that near Lake Champlain? Rochester, I think, is near there. It's like right on the lake, I think.
Oh, Ben, I miss you, Ben.
Yeah, what's up, Ben? Where you been?
He said he's
Click
working.
on that link, Ben.
too
Come
hard.
say
He's
hi,
exhausted.
Ben.
See, I
You
can
saw
see
me?
chat now.
Did somebody
I found
else
chat.
get this go live because the numbers just like dropped?
Um,
That's funny. I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Oh, I
I
hope she
can see
doesn't think I was insulting her.
Oh no! Where'd she go?
And it just no, that was weird. My numbers, I just watched it go all over the place.
See, I can't. I can see chat.
Oh,
I
I
can't.
hope she didn't think I was implying that it was her fault that my numbers dropped. I just happened to look up. It was 60 something a minute ago, and then it
Oh,
was
she
in the
said
40s.
oops. She wrote oops.
Okay,
I think
good.
it
I
was
didn't want her to
awesome.
think that I
Yeah, right?
was. That'd be terrible. Damn, Mokes is a dick.
Right?
No, no, boss. Oh, Northwoods. What's up, man?
Hey guys,
I read
Hey.
that completely wrong.
got a couple of things I want to share with you.
Shoot.
Mo, you
Good.
said you want to have an encounter with a Bigfoot. Be careful what you ask for.
Not an encounter. I just want to see one.
Well,
I don't want to shake its hand.
a little over 3 years ago, I had a little incident that I'm still shaking my head over.
Okay.
I was living in an apartment building right on the edge of town, and it was about 5 or 6 in the morning, end of December. I walk out the door like I normally did.
Where is this?
Northern Michigan, lower part of Michigan.
Okay.
And I walked out, started walking towards the front of the apartment complex because I'm only walking distance from work when I was there. But I look up ahead by the one dumpster and there's something standing there. And all I could see was a silhouette. And for whatever reason, my mind just wasn't processing that it was, exactly what it was. But I know there was no way it was a person or a bear. But this, whatever it was about 8.5 feet tall and about 4.5 feet across. And stupid me, I just kept walking towards it till I got about 100 feet from it, and then it took off quicker than anything I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
Could you hear it taking off?
There was no snow on the ground that morning, and there's just pine trees around there, so I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. Pine needles are so quiet.
Yeah.
It just took off in a
Yeah.
cartoon-like blur.
That fast, really?
Yeah, and the rest of my way to work, I'm like, did I even see something? But it just,
It's like you knew you saw it, but you just didn't want to admit it to yourself.
and I know there's no way it was a bear because a bear on its hind legs could never move that way.
No.
And a person couldn't move that way either. But
The whole blur thing confuses me. Like I'm trying to figure because you hear, like a Bigfoot could supposedly top out at maybe 45. So I've heard it said. So okay, let's say that's the case. What does 0 to 45 look like? Is it that fast? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That it's a blur. That's crazy.
but after that, I started hearing other stories from different places that kind of thing had happened to other people. So
No, I've always heard that they'd say it was ridiculously fast.
Was there a color to it?
it was dark, and all I could see was a silhouette,
Gotcha.
and it was standing right next to a dumpster.
I heard them doing that before too.
Right?
Makes sense. I mean, they're opportunists. I mean, easy meal if they can find it. Huh.
Yeah, the other story I have for you, I don't know if it's true or not, but
What's up, Ben?
Hey, what's going on?
having had
Hey, Ben.
a Labrador retriever, I wouldn't be surprised. But this guy was out ice fishing, spearing for fish through his shack on the ice, had his black lab with him, and fish swam by, and the dog saw it and jumped in after it. And he freaked out, needless to say.
Sure.
But just shortly after that, he heard a crash and a scream from across the ice. Opens the door, and there's a guy that about made another door in the side of his shack, and a dripping wet black lab following him because it came up through the hole in somebody else's shack.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
I don't think
What
I
are the
would have.
chances?
I don't
Right.
think I would have sat around waiting to find out what was coming through the ice either.
Right.
No shit. That's crazy. Could you imagine sitting there and just what the so, dog starts coming through the hole? You're like, wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's a good story, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Like I said, I don't know if it's true, but
No, it sounds good though.
having
Right.
had a lab, it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, they're water dogs. You know, they I've seen dogs swim underwater before.
Yeah.
But that does, you know, I mean, I think of what would happen to a human, you know, we're just screwed unless we get
Yeah.
back through that ice. I mean, but the dog that it could find that hole, that was crazy. So Ben, how are you, man?
I'm doing.
Well, I'm
all
going to
right.
back on out of here. I'll catch the rest of this later.
Well, hang out for a second. Ben probably has questions.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I definitely do. How you doing, Stevie? How you doing, Mokes?
I'm good. How are you?
How you doing, Northwoods? Doing all right.
You still there?
I'm here still.
Hey,
Okay.
buddy. So how long?
So
you
yeah,
been,
Ben has this uncanny ability to show up with questions when someone talks Bigfoot. So
yeah, I love it, bro. I love the topic. I really do. What made you start? Are you a researcher, or you just like to go out and look, or what you got?
or yeah.
If he's talking, I can't hear him.
He
Can't
can't
hear
hear
me?
you, Ben. That's odd.
Y'all can hear me?
We can hear you.
Fine.
Okay. I don't know.
That's
No.
odd. I've never experienced that one before.
No.
Yeah, Northwoods. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to hear him. Shit. What was your question again, Ben?
Just what got him into it?
What got you into this? Was it your first sighting that got you into investigating?
No, I just growing up, I kind of had an interest in the stuff, you know,
Okay.
in search of with Leonard Nimoy and stuff like that. And then I started hearing about people in the area seeing and hearing things, and I did not expect to have anything like that happen right here in town.
Yeah. Y'all in you in Minnesota or
And
Wisconsin?
I didn't have to go out in the woods. I just walked out the front door of the apartment I was living in, and there it was.
Wow.
Michigan, Ben.
Oh, Michigan. Okay, yeah. Like the dog man thing, you know. That's pretty much where the dog man thing is centered around.
If they exist.
Yeah,
I'm on the fence with them.
Bro, I'm not either. I'm not completely.
And I'm not making fun of it. You know, I'm just
No.
it's to me it's like one cryptid at a time. I'm working on Bigfoot. I got to figure that one out.
Yeah, I hear that. Ask him if he ever heard that.
Excuse me.
If he's ever
Tristan-
talked to anybody that has seen one of those.
Tristan wants to know, besides the trash can sighting, has Northwoods had other activity at the apartment? Any other?
Visual, no, but a few months before that, I was laying in bed and I heard a loud slam. And at first I thought it was the knucklehead in the apartment upstairs for me because he was always making noise. But then I realized it was coming from the outside wall.
Oh wow.
Wow.
What floor are you on? A floor or ground level or?
That apartment I was at, I was on the ground floor.
That's still pretty hard a hit to hear it from inside the apartment.
Yeah.
Just scrolling back to see if I missed any questions.
You're welcome, Tristan.
Yes, thank you, Stevie.
I wanted to know too.
Any other questions, Ben?
I mean, I can't really. It's not like extemporaneous. I can't really like ask him something and he can answer. You know what I mean?
Well, I can ask, but
Well, I mean about the dog man thing.
yeah, that's weird. I don't understand why he can't hear you.
I don't know, dude.
And just you.
Yeah, I know. That's
I can hear Mogs and Stevie just fine, but
And you don't hear Ben at all?
no.
Wow. That's a
Unless
new
it's
one.
something with my phone.
That's weird.
That's the first for that one.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think that's ever happened before.
Wow. Okay.
No, that's odd. I mean, you can ask a question in private chat.
Dude, if I touch a button, you know what happens.
We'll lose them.
Yeah. Go on, bro.
I forgot.
Go on, yeah. If I touch any of these buttons, bro, I'm gone.
Kaiju wants to know, what are your thoughts on Dogman?
Cool.
Dogman?
Yeah.
I've heard all kinds of stories from this area. And actually, way back in 1987,
Cool.
there's a local radio station that, as an April Fool's joke,
Yeah, song.
put together this Dogman song. And they started getting calls from people saying, hey, we've heard about this and seen this and all kinds of things.
It's amazing how just, they were doing it as a prank or whatever on April Fools. And people, were really calling in and telling what their stories. That's pretty crazy that people came forward because of a prank.
Yeah, right.
You never know where it's going to come from.
Man, people are serious about Dogman, bro. Just like Bigfoot. People are really serious about it.
Oh, I'm not saying people aren't seeing it. I just,
Yeah.
I don't think I want it to exist right now.
Myself, I'd rather not see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigfoot's
think
one thing, but Dogman, no thanks.
I feel the same way.
And I just think that's a primal fear we have.
But isn't that weird where we wouldn't be afraid to see a Bigfoot so much as we don't want to see a Dogman,
It is.
I mean,
It is weird. It definitely is.
It just seems one's more primal than the other, even though they're both
But
primal. But
I was going to say, but yeah, we have no reason to believe that both of them are equally,
like, I don't,
but-
like, they say Bigfoot shouldn't exist, or I want that to exist. I don't want that to exist, but I think it's just that fear we all have.
I guess. But if you look at the ancient gods and stuff, like Egypt, they had Anubis and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those things have to come from something, unless they just made all that shit up. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Jay had a good point. It's
the
the werewolf
Catholic-
factor,
Yeah,
Catholics have Saint Christopher, which was a
Right.
dog-headed saint.
cynocephaly. That's what they call it.
cynocephaly.
Yep. A person with a dog head. I don't know. I mean, I'd rather Bigfoot too, but I just, I don't believe in goat man for whatever reason, and sheep man, sheep squatch. I could be wrong.
What if that was a dog man that Northwood saw?
Right?
I did not
you-
see anything that resembled ears sticking up off the top of its head, which
Yeah, you said it didn't have the profile of even a bear.
it,
So
it was more human in profile, but the size of it was beyond anything that even an NBA player would have.
yeah, no doubt.
Jay. Jay says he's seen some real dog women too.
You must have crossed paths with my ex.
Thank you, Jay.
Wow.
I needed that.
He said, "Oh shit, oops," but not in here. LOL. Phew.
Christy Sci-Fi, how are you?
No way.
Great to see you. Has Mr. Lee showed up yet?
I haven't seen him.
Bastard. Schlitzy, what's up? Welcome.
I haven't seen him the last couple times I've been on here, man.
Well, he was late coming last time because he was coming back from the trip with his girlfriend from
And then he wasn't on the show before that because of the trip.
right because of the trip.
They
Okay.
went to Ireland.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
I wonder if he ever contacted Derek.
I know, right?
I doubt it, but Scotty Waddles, what's going on, man?
They had talked about meeting up in Dublin if he was going that way, but I never heard anything after that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Derek either.
he had contacted me the other day.
Well, he sent me
He's funny.
something the other
Derek
day.
asks for permission to come on the show. He doesn't get it. You don't
No,
have to ask. He's like, "Oh, it seems you got a good crew. I'll catch you on another show." I'm like, "Okay," but he's polite about it. He asks if he can come on. It's like, dude, you don't have to ask. Just show up. Click the button.
Right?
He's a good guy. I like Derek. He's funny.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's come a long way.
Right?
I just saw something about a link, I thought.
If nobody else has any other questions, I'm going to back on out of here.
All right, dude. Yeah, sorry to keep you hanging. I'm looking and I don't see any others.
Tell him good to meet him. Good to talk to him, please.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you for coming on and hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate
Ben
your story.
said, "Good to meet you." Since you couldn't hear him, he said, "Good to meet you. Nice talking to you."
Oh, thank you. I forgot.
Well, I'll catch the rest of this at work tomorrow or in a few minutes here.
Very good. Well, you have an amazing evening. Thanks for hanging out.
You too.
Hope to see you again.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. What was that, Stevie?
I just said bye.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you
It's like,
said, but it wasn't, Well, that was cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's
You're
see what it
outside.
says. I saw a video of someone's dog barking at a giant wolf that was possible werewolf or dog man, and I was like, nope.
I saw that too.
If it's
That was-
that big black wolf that you're talking about, that looked more like a dire wolf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
That
said.
thing was huge.
Giant,
If
man.
it's the same one.
Ginormous.
Yeah. Imagine going out and what's my dog barking at? Nope, you're on your own, dog.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid enough to go barking at that. No, good luck.
That's like that video with the dog that was being attacked by the mountain lion. That was hard to watch.
Yeah, I couldn't. I turned it off.
The owner ended up saving the dog, beating the mountain lion with something, a crowbar or something. But you didn't see the end where he got his foot around the throat of the mountain lion and the dog turned on the mountain lion, got up and went after him.
Wow. Dogs are very loyal. I love dogs.
And they don't like cats.
They don't. Nah.
Yeah, no, I saw the guy start to beat on the mountain lion, and I was like, nope, can't watch it.
Yeah.
I just don't like to see any animal abused. I get the situation and what was going on, but I didn't have to watch it.
No, I understand.
You know, I appreciate it, but
Yeah.
It was a happy ending. I mean, not happy, but you know, it didn't end like I thought it would. It was good.
yeah. Did he eventually take his foot off the cat's neck and let it go, or did he kill the cat?
No, I think it cut off when the dog turned onto the cat. That's
Okay.
it. That was the end of it.
Yeah, nature is rough, bro. Damn.
I don't know if a dog just jumped off the bed upstairs.
I heard that.
Damn. That's right. Sorry, guys. Well,
Been a
this
Bigfoot,
is
bro.
only like where I'm sitting is only temporary. I'm gonna try to put my studio back together. You know, I miss having the flag behind me and my clock and other stuff. So
You back?
I am down in with Richie Evans right now.
Oh, okay.
Um,
In Florida, right?
correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just got here yesterday or day before.
Oh, he said that was Shadow. Richie said that was Shadow jumping off the bed, I guess. But that was Shadow that made that bang.
Damn,
Yeah,
that was loud.
it was.
It sounded too solid to be a dog. It sounded like I don't know.
Shadow's a solid dog, though.
Yeah, but it didn't sound like paws hitting the floor. It sounded like a chair falling over or some shit. That's how loud
Right.
it was. It's like, what the hell are they doing up there? No, I gotta drink lots of water because my thigh is starting to cramp up.
My hands were.
So yeah, guys, link is in chat. If you want to come hang out, we still got a little less than an hour. If anybody wants to come on, change the subject. Wait, do we have a subject?
I was
No.
gonna ask,
You're gonna come
What's the
bring a
subject?
with you.
what's the subject?
Hey, have y'all ever seen any shadow people?
Hold on, I gotta stand up.
I thought I did once, Ben. I was right after I got out of the hospital. I had my amputation. I stayed at my daughter's for the first few weeks, and
Mhm.
I remember I was sitting out on the back porch. I couldn't get around too much because I was in a wheelchair, and the house was not, accessible. So I'd go sit on the back patio to be able to smoke a cigarette. And I was sitting in the corner, and I had a perfect angle to the TV. So I'd sit in that one spot.
Yeah.
Over next to the left of the TV in the very corner of the living room on the far side, there was an end table kind of cornered into, set in that corner diagonally. It's, nothing on it. There was nothing on that table ever. It was just a table pushed over into the corner. Standing in that corner above that was the outline of it looked like a big tall man. It
Really?
almost looked like it had a hat, like he had
Oh,
a hat on.
no way.
And I'd look away, and I'd look back, and it was there, like almost, it felt like it was looking at me. I was kind of getting creeped out, but I sat there for a good, probably 40 minutes or so, an hour or so goes by. I think I dozed off, and I woke up, and I looked, and the same lighting, TV was on, same lighting, lighting hadn't changed, and it was gone. It wasn't there. Nothing even close to looking like it.
Do you know there's a global phenomena about something called the Hat Man? It's a shadow.
I've heard that. I heard that after I saw that. I mean, I've heard shadow people. I didn't know anything about a hat man. I don't know if that's what it was. It just looked like the outline of a very tall person with the, like, say the arms were straight down to its side.
Mhm.
And he was just standing there and had the perfect view to me, like looking directly in my direction, looking right
Yeah.
at me.
Wow.
It made me uncomfortable. I was kind of creeped out. I'd look away. I'd look away for a few minutes. I'd try to forget about it. Then I'd look up, and there it was still there. But I dozed off for about an hour, and it's nothing. There was nothing close to looking like it. The lighting hadn't changed. The TV was still on. The lights were still off. You know, it was from the light of the TV.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it was the same movie, because that's how I know I didn't sleep longer than an hour, because it was the same movie. See, yeah, it was weird. I can't say that's what it was. That's the closest thing to anything I've seen like that.
Well,
Yeah.
sitting out back where you normally we would sit out back. A few times I've seen
Well,
shit go across the patio, but it was like dog size, like something at a
yeah,
corner of my
you thought
eye.
it was an animal of some sort, but that one figure looked like somebody walked. Remember, we were sitting there,
Almost
and
to the
it just
bathroom
real
door.
fast. Yeah, went to the bathroom door. Yeah, I don't know what I
think we
saw.
both saw that.
Yeah, that was pretty weird. But that house, yeah, I've experienced stuff in there since I moved in there.
Well, it's a lot of death in that house.
Yeah, there's a lot of negative energy, I think. I don't like it.
What you think's the cause of negative energy? Like from death in the house?
Moog's pounding the vodka tonight. Oh yeah, right. The water.
That's funny.
Nope, I haven't had vodka in a long time.
Sharon's asking, did it scare me what the shadow thing that I saw at my daughter's? I didn't get a good vibe about it. Yeah, I wasn't scared. It was just kind of made me. It weirded me out, just because it looked so much like a person standing there, just the outline. But it was black. It was darker than it should have been in the outline of what it was, and that's what kind of weirded me out. But I don't think I was scared. It just, stuff like that trips me out. I guess I always have a lot of questions. I want to know what it is. I want to know if it's the lighting, or am I seeing something that's not there. I mean, I just can't see how it would have been the lighting. So yeah, the fact that I don't know, that drives me
Speaking
crazy.
of lighting, I know you don't have any, Stevie. What's your deal, Ben?
Oh, me?
Ben's always in the dark.
I know.
I'm sitting on my back porch.
There he is.
On my back porch. That's the
Oh,
sky.
that was Stevie.
Just sitting on my
Yeah.
back.
Good to see you.
Good to
No,
see you.
I'm sitting in the church parking lot, and I've got the moon and the parking lot lights. That's about it.
That's a bright moon. That's a crazy moon tonight.
Yeah, it's
Papa
gorgeous.
says, Nan and I saw a flock of about 30 turkeys Sunday. Every blessed one
Wow.
of them had a 6-inch beard. 5 weeks till turkey season.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a lot of turkeys.
Right?
I don't know if I've seen any turkeys in Florida.
Yeah. Well, the turkey buzzards, they're
No,
They've-
real turkey. Gobble, gobble.
no. But I've seen real turkey. Hell, I saw peacock outside of damn Dollar General store.
Where was
I
that
gotta-
again? 'Cause I know you.
That was
We went by it.
the one that we go to all the time. That's the same one. I pulled
Oh,
up.
really?
Yes, I pulled up into the front handicap spot, and I go to open my door to my truck, and there's a peacock right there. I'm like, what the fuck? I pulled the door shut, and it kept me like held me hostage in my truck for a while. It sat there for a good 20 minutes almost. People were getting out of their cars and taking pictures. The employees from inside the store were coming out taking video of it. There's a flock of peacocks that live back behind the building. There's where the dumpster is. There's a patch of like a little small wildlife preserve, and part of that is across the street also. So I used to, when I lived over in that duplex, I used to love in the evening time. I could hear them, just making their calls.
They're noisy.
They are, but from a distance, it's not so terrible. No, that was a trip.
My cousins live up in the Adirondacks and no, not the Adirondacks, the Catskills over that way. And they had peacocks in their yard, but they weren't their peacocks. They just kind of hung out there. I was like, where'd they come from? He was like, I don't know.
That's what I asked. I was like, where the hell did they come from in front of the Dollar General store? But some lady was throwing some kind of feed down. Apparently she comes over and feeds them. So that's probably why they don't go anywhere. But yeah, that was the last thing I
What's up,
ever
Billy?
expected.
Hi.
It's,
Hi, Ben. How are you? I miss you. I was calling I called back because I wanted to tell you guys something I know about shadow people.
Go
oh,
for it.
But I do think like that thing you were talking about, the shadow man with the hat. I think that's what you saw. I don't know anything about that guy, but I do know about like when you see shadow people, they're your own shadow, they're a projection of yourself, and they are there to like kind of like guide you through a transformation. And so like, because most of the time you're gonna have to like bring forth things that you don't bring up, like things that you've been stuffing down, or like your addictions or your bad thoughts or stuff like that. So they're good and they're bad, but they're good in a bad, they're bad in a good way. That's what I meant to say. They're bad in a good way. But I think you might have saw something creepy like the shadow man with the hat on, because I've heard stories about that, but I don't really know like the origin of the story.
Yeah, I
tall
know
hat-
that house. That house that I was in was my daughter's. She had 3 roommates at the time, and all 4 of them had experiences of hearing noises, seeing stuff moving. It was pretty well known in the house, weird things happening, and it all
Yeah.
kind of centered around the garage area. And where I was sitting was in the corner of the garage and the living room, kind of right in that corner, so that I could see the TV. I could sit there in front of the glass and watch the TV. But yeah, everyone that lived in that house said something in reference to the garage area. So
Yeah, and you got a negative feeling from it, huh?
yeah, I did. It was just weird. It was that daunting
Is that where
feeling. of
something
being
grabbed you on the
lost.
ladder?
No, that was the other house.
Ooh,
That was
wee.
Yeah. Wait, see, me and my girls I've had paranormal stuff happen all my whole life, and it apparently has trickled down to my girls. My second oldest daughter, basically every house that she's lived in has had something going on, but she rented a house in Apopka, and she wasn't the initial renter in the beginning. There was 4 of them, and it was a 4-bedroom house and 5 people living in the house. Long story short, COVID hit, so ultimately she ended up being the only one renting, and she had to give it up because she couldn't afford it after a while. But while she was there for 2 months by herself, she has stuff on her TikTok where one little clip, she calls me. She would call me every time something would go on. She calls me, and her dog is sitting in the doorway of her bedroom, which faces out to the living room, and her dog's just sitting there growling. And then like maybe 10, not even 10 minutes later, she's got a little clip of a video of tapping on the wall. But the wall
Ooh.
that the tapping's coming from is the outside. It's the living room wall that faces the outside, faces the neighbors. So to get back there, first off, for any type of banging on the wall, you'd have to go through thick brush just to get there. But it wasn't a banging, it was a tapping. It was like someone was tapping on the wall. And it was in a rhythm, but it wasn't. It kind of went back and forth. It was real weird. But she had me on the phone. But here, fast forward to the day that she's moving out, she goes to take the truck back. So I decided to stay at the house. We were almost done basically cleaning and, making sure everything was 100%. The only thing that needed to be done, I was plugging the screw holes and nail holes in the walls from all the stuff that she hung, all the decorations. So I'm down to my last wall and I'm by myself and I've got my tablet or my phone going, and I climb up on a step ladder. And now mind you, this is during a time when I think not long after I had my partial amputation of my my left foot. So I'm on a step ladder and I just finished patching up this hole. I go to step down, and first, as I'm getting ready to step down off the ladder, I had put my dogs, her dog and my dog, in the bedroom because they just kept running all over the place, and I just wanted them to settle down. But when I get them in the room, I start hearing her dog starts to growl a little bit and is whining and is getting louder and louder right there at the door. And I'm yelling for Stella to go lay down, Stella. She won't, and usually she listens. Well, I go to step down off the ladder, and there's no other way to describe it, but I felt hands on both of my hips as if someone was grabbing me to guide me down off the ladder. It wasn't like a harsh grab, it was just gentle, but I felt the hands. I thought it was my daughter coming back. I thought they were messing with me. I look back and there's nobody there, and I jumped off that ladder. I was on a knee scooter, so I jumped on the scooter, ran basically to the door, and I was outside the house. I sat out there. I sat out there, and I must have really looked freaked out because the neighbor's mom, who was an elderly woman, had just pulled up, and she saw me standing there, and she gets out the car, and she's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I don't know." I didn't want to explain to her what just happened, but I mean, it freaked me out. I wouldn't go back in. Something about that house was just not right. It wasn't good. It wasn't a positive. It was definitely a negative energy. So when we go to leave that night, it's just her and I now. We've got my truck basically packed to the gills. We're sitting in the driveway, and before we left, before we were leaving, I had the urge. I said, Lexi, let's say a prayer. I said, we got to pray that nothing is allowed to come with us. Whatever's here, whatever energy is here has to stay. So we did. We said a prayer. Well, as soon as we both said amen, her phone starts ringing. My phone starts ringing. I have it in my lap. I have my cell phone in my lap, and my phone starts ringing. It's the messenger ring tone. So I just pick up my phone in front of me, and I look, and it's her calling me. It's her calling me. She's sitting next to me in the passenger seat, and I turned it and I showed her, and she just, the look on her, look, I'm getting chills now. The look on her face, she went white. I said, "Where's your phone?" She looked back. Her phone was in the back seat of the truck, in her backpack, in the front pocket, and it was facing out. So you could see it lit. You could see that her phone is lit up. So her phone is calling my phone, but her phone's in the back seat. And I said, "Let's go. We got to go. We got to go." I mean, it was just as we both said amen together. My phone starts ringing, the messenger ring. She's like, "Answer it." I said, no, no. I just left it. It rang out and then it stopped. Well, then I get to her. She was staying with her godmother. So we get to their house, unload the van into the garage. I mean, the truck into the garage. And then I'm off. I go home. It's like 12:30 going on 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm in my apartment. I'm basically just heading to the bathroom to go get in the shower. And as I'm going down the little hallway, my phone rings again. Now I texted her to tell her that I was home okay, and we said goodnight. So maybe 10 minutes after I said goodnight to her, I'm down the hallway, my phone rings, messenger again, and it's her calling me. And this time I answered it because I thought it was her calling me again. I answer it and there's nothing. Nobody says anything. Don't hear a word. Don't hear a background. I hung up. I thought maybe she just, rolled over on her phone and butt dialed me. So I called her back to make sure she was okay. And I woke her up out of a dead sleep. She was already knocked out. I mean, 10 minutes after we had talked, we were both exhausted. We pretty much, moved a whole house full. Because when these kids moved out from her roommates, they left everything. It was during COVID, so they just went back home and said, "Oh, I'll be back for my stuff," or whatever. But she had a whole house full of furniture and, three other people's lives worth of stuff that we had to get rid of, or else she was going to get nabbed and not get the deposit back. So we were exhausted, but yeah. She was knocked out. She was like, "No, Mom, I didn't call you." She said, "I'm not even showing that I called you, Mom." I mean, she was kind of pissed, like, "Why are you bothering me?" But then it dawned on her and she's like, "All right, I'm done. Turn your phone off. I'm turning mine off. That's it. We're done." Yeah, it was crazy. That was crazy. But
That is a crazy one. That is a crazy story. But yeah, I bet you it's easier for them to manipulate electronics.
I've never, ever had anything like that happen. But just the instant we said amen, and then my phone just gives that messenger. We all know it, that messenger ringtone. And I just to look at it and see her face, and I looked over at her. I'm like, she's looking at me like, what? And I turned my phone to her, and she's like, huh? I said, "Where's your phone?" She said, she looked back and she pointed back. "I think it's in my bag." I looked back and you could see just the light from her phone coming through the front pocket of her backpack. Yeah.
Wow.
And we're like, what the hell? No. Yeah. We did say another prayer before we pulled out again.
No doubt.
That one was a little more demanding, that nothing is allowed to come with us. Yeah. That was pretty wild. It's the one time I can say it did scare me, because it was such a negative vibe in that house. I mean, she would come home, her roommates would come home, or there were so many times she would come home that, like, the front door would be sitting open, or the garage door would be up and open. And none of them, they'd call each other and they're like, "No, I made sure," because it happened so often. They would make sure that everything was locked down. It happened so often that my boss at the time, we bought a lock, basically one of them big lock kits where we changed every entrance in that house. My boss actually went and changed the locks for her. It got to the point where the doors just wouldn't stay shut. We thought somebody was breaking in. We thought maybe it was a maintenance person. No, I mean, they put up cameras and you wouldn't see the door, but then the door would be open. It's just weird stuff like that. I mean, shit, you can't make up. You just can't make it up.
I think, anytime I've ever encountered something that scared me, as soon as I mention like Jesus, it gets better. It's fine after that.
Yeah, Tristan, to answer your question, he said, "Have I had anything happen recently? Do you think they followed you?" I think my whole life I've been kind of followed by something, but the most recent was at the house that I'm renting a room from now. It wasn't long after I moved in, my roommate she took a trip for like 2 weeks. She was gone. Excuse me. I was home by myself. Excuse me. I was home by myself. She had taken her dog with her, so there was nobody but me. I got in the habit of, I sleep with my door shut. Well, I left the door open and I was sitting on the edge of the bed. I was about to take my legs off and I hear in the kitchen. Now, mind you, I just come home. I went grocery shopping a little bit, put everything away, washed up the dishes in the sink, cleaned up the kitchen area, and then went to my bed. I sat down on my bed and I must have just sat down a minute, not even that. I hear what sounds like somebody took a cereal bowl with a spoon in it and just tossed it in the sink. That's the exact sound that I heard. And I was like, what the fuck? I for a second, I thought somebody was in the house. I was freaked out. I have a weapon, so I grabbed it, and I'm kind of creeping, through the hallway, down the little hallway, and across the dining room, and I'm peeking around, and there's nobody there. I checked the doors to make sure everything was locked. It's a new house, so I'm not sure. I know there was old roommates. Is it possible that somebody would have come by? These are the thoughts that I had going through my head, but didn't see anything. And I'm thinking to myself, I know what that sound was. I checked the sink and there was nothing there. So I go back to the room and I'm like, all right, I'm tired. I'm gonna really lay down now. I sit down again and I hear what sounds like the ruffling of like the Walmart bags, the grocery bags. And I know I had taken the bags after I had put the groceries away. My roommate has a bin just out inside the garage door from the kitchen area. She recycles all the bags. She'll take it back to the grocery store. I know I tossed them in there, so there's no way that I'm sitting on my bed across from the whole kitchen area, and I'm hearing the sound of freaking grocery bags, and that's what really freaked me out. I think I called Mogs. I was like, something's going
No,
on.
I remember when it happened. You
Yeah.
telling me.
That freaked me out because I thought for sure somebody was in the house. I go in there, and this time I have, I'm basically my weapon in hand more so than before. It was ready to go because I thought somebody had broken in for sure. But no, there was nobody there.
Wow.
Yeah. And there had been deaths in the house. The owner's husband died in the house. Her brother passed in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Her
I don't
dog.
know about her mother or anything. I don't know about that, but
No, her mother not there, but she basically had all of her mother's stuff in that house when I moved in there. I mean, it was all packed in the garage and in the office room. And yeah, it was everywhere, but all of her mom's stuff was there. Probably
more than
still is.
likely, there's a lot of energy.
Yeah, that
now.
place was haunted. That place is haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't remember out of any of the places that I've ever lived that I didn't experience something just as unusual and unexplainable, but definitely out of the normal, for sure. And that's been my whole life, pretty much.
Have you heard of the hitchhiker effect?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Okay.
It's an attachment.
Some people are prone to it. Like if you have one experience, you're probably gonna have more. That's what I feel.
It's not just me though. It's my sister, my mother. I'm pretty sure my grandmother. I know there's native somewhere on my grandmother's side, my mother's side. I don't know like what tribe or where from. I know Michigan, that area, but yeah, all of us. And yeah, God, there's just so many things. Since as young as
Shout
I
out to
can
Leslie.
remember.
Hey, Leslie. Crypt is
Hi,
Canada.
Leslie.
Welcome. Hey, Breeze. Good night. Good to see you. Sorry I didn't see you earlier.
Night, Breeze.
I'll
Guys,
see you later. I'm gonna pop off, but I'll see you guys later. Bye.
all right, Suzanne. Thank you. I'm gonna
Hi, Susie.
see you soon. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna show this one more time.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
this is a trailer that Mr. Lee had put together, and I think you'll appreciate it.
That was awesome.
You know, the whole highway to the danger zone or whatever.
Oh, that,
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off when I saw that.
It's a
I laughed
Tom
when
Cruise reference, bro. Is it a
Yeah.
Tom Cruise reference?
it is.
Yeah, little one.
Wow. Okay.
I love it when he said knuckleheads. That cracked me
Yeah.
up.
I don't know what that metal device was that they were showing. I don't know if you saw it. It looked like a gate or something, but I don't know. You're gonna have to see
Uh-huh.
it again.
Okay.
But yeah, he did such a good job on that. I'm wish he was here.
I know.
It did a great job. Man, you need to be the first person to interview him about that. You know that, right?
What's that?
You need to be the first person to interview him about that.
I think I was the first person to interview him at all.
Yeah, you.
Well, he's been here. You know, he's come on.
No,
you
I
should
was
know.
there one time.
You should know.
Yeah. I was there one time.
That was hysterical because you didn't believe it was him.
No, I didn't. No.
I know. For a long time too. You
Yeah.
you were talking to him and you didn't even know it was him. That I wasn't even aware that you didn't know it was him.
No, it was funny because you went along with it and went along with it, went along with it. And then when you realized, when I finally said something to the effect of, you know, Mr. Lee, it's really good that I talked to you before, so I know that it's you. And you were like, wait, that's Mr. Lee? That's really Mr. Lee?
That's really him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I was like, good for you for sticking sticking to it that long.
Right?
I'll play the bit.
You did. Kelly Maltby,
did.
welcome. Good to see you.
But I tell
You
you
did,
what,
and you did such a good job playing along.
thank you. I am
Who else?
super
Who else didn't
exhausted.
believe that? Was it Paulie or somebody?
It was Richie.
Oh, Richie,
Richie
that's
didn't-
right.
Yeah. I
Man,
couldn't
thought
believe
Richie was
that.
on. Richie was on, and then he popped off, and then Mr. Lee came on, and he didn't come back on right away, and he missed the whole thing.
Well, he was having
Yeah,
trouble with
yeah.
his internet. He got
Yeah.
knocked off. Yeah. And he missed it. By the time he got back on, he missed it. And Leslie was on. She said, I was on too.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll-
Leslie. I still getting comments about that show
Yeah.
with Leslie and Naoma and Nance Warren.
Man, that was a great show. That
Yeah.
It was.
really a good show. Man, I love Cryptids Canada for sure. I listen to it every day.
I do
Yeah.
too. Or whenever there's, you know, I have to wait because, you know, I've listened to everything, so I have to wait until new shit.
You gotta
comes
wait
out.
until the new one comes out.
Yeah.
So man, I'm exhausted. I gotta go to bed. I've been up since 2 something this morning.
Damn.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. Work
Did you
shift.
go to bed or just pulling all nighter?
Nah, man. I worked shift work, so got up at 2, got off at 4.
What do you do, Ben?
I'm a plant operator,
Gotcha.
chemical operator at a plant. Yeah,
Dangerous work.
yes, it is. It pays well though.
Yeah.
Leslie asked, why am I sitting in the dark?
Why is everybody? I'm the only one that's not.
I know, right? Well, I'm in the dark because I can't. Well, I guess I could have helped it, but I'm in my truck.
You didn't.
I was fishing, and yeah, the show
You-
started, so I just stayed here.
I forgot you're still there. I can see. I
I
know
am.
you're gonna get off the show and go fishing again. I know.
I am.
What y'all catching? Real quick, what y'all catching?
Bass.
What's it?
That's yeah,
Really?
big bass.
My Senko?
It wasn't a
What's that?
single, but it was a rubber worm, dude.
Yep.
Is
Just
it
a rubber worm.
Set up the same way, you know, a straight worm.
Yeah. How does that work?
It worked great for her.
I
It
know,
worked real well.
I know it does. I know it does. I know it does.
I
Definitely.
Did you
thought I
see-
caught the same one twice,
Did
but
you
it
see
was
the
a.
pictures,
Might have.
Ben? Did you see the pictures?
No.
Probably
Where?
not.
God damn. What is that? How
That's
big
a
is
large mouth.
it? How big?
That was about 3 pounds.
That one
That
was
was
about
like-
3, which is my personal best at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
And that one was the second one, which was a little over 3.
It was, yeah, it was just over 3.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Stick that bait.
And that was like 5 minutes before the show started, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was trying to scurry back to the truck. Well, I had told Mokes that the last one damn near shredded the worm. So I said I messaged him. I was like, yeah, I'm done. He's like, what'd you say? You said melt it or burn it with the lighter, something.
Yeah,
I was
just-
like, oh.
Can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right, man. I love talking to y'all, man.
You too, Ben. Yeah,
You too.
Yeah.
we
Always,
appreciate you coming on.
for sure.
Yeah. And y'all have a good night. And if
You
y'all
do the
need,
same, brother. We'll talk
You
soon.
too. Get some rest.
all right. Bye.
All right. Peace.
Bye. So you know what's funny? Kaiju just asked. He said, "Don't be surprised if you see the cop again." But this time with the fishing pole, he just rode through right after he sent that into chat. he rode into the parking lot, rode around me, and didn't stop this time. He just kept going. He didn't even really wave or anything. He just like, I'm not even here anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. No, he seemed
Sorry, I don't-
excited though. He seemed
I don't
excited that
normally
he wanted like.
eat on camera, but there's these little damn oranges that are those little cuties or whatever they are sitting in a plate in front of me, and I've just devoured like 3 of them.
That's cool. Thank you, Mr. Hugh. He said, well done, Stevie.
Oh, it's brilliant.
It was fun.
'Cause you
I was
hadn't.
excited.
I don't think you had fished the worm.
No,
until
never.
Yeah.
That was the first time. Because that's earlier. I was like, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing with this, but I guess I'll figure it out. And then you sent me the message, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to that like 3 times. But
I send
didn't. I just,
instructions, you know.
yeah. But I didn't. I just cast. Like I said, the first time I got a little bite, but I didn't hook it. I think I got too excited and just missed it. But yeah, 10 minutes later, yeah, that was cool. Very,
Guys,
very
we
cool.
still have about 15 minutes if anybody wants to pop on. It's up to you guys. Yeah, it was weird because it was right before the show that she caught the fish, and I'm trying to like compliment her and everything on it, but I'm like, what time is it? Shit, I gotta, you know.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, crap.
I gotta go.
Let's start the show. I wasn't expecting to catch the first one, but I damn sure didn't expect the second one. And when it hit so quickly, I was like, oh shit.
Awesome.
I know I keep talking about it. I'm just
No, that's fucking
excited.
awesome. I'm excited for you. I actually feel like I accomplished something.
You did. You did. I said that.
That's cool.
And thank you. That was fun.
Schlitzy, how are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, just wanted to pop on and say hello, that's all.
Right on.
Hey. Hi. It's good to see you again.
And not feeling too well today, that's why I'm home, but hopefully
I'm sorry.
we get better here, just a bit under the weather. Good to see you too. Yeah. I'll get rid of that. I'm getting a funny echo.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're, I don't know if it's my volume or.
Yeah, that could have been my computer.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
There you go.
just had was walking with a friend of mine at a park recently that is local to us and saw what is possibly a tree structure.
Really?
Just wasn't really expecting it. We have seen things like that there before, and yeah, and I think they are frequenting that area.
That's cool.
Did you get a picture of it?
So that
I
was the
did.
next
I'm not
one.
sure how to put it up here, but yeah, we got pictures of it.
Oh, if you're on the computer, you can hit what is it? Share. Wait a
Yeah.
minute. How are you, Figgy?
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey,
And I
Yeah.
also got
Finally, I'm
Mr.
good.
Whittlewood.
Hello,
everyone. Just reporting
hey,
a beautiful summer's day in New Zealand, working.
how you doing, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm
Also
good.
in New Zealand,
Sorry, Figgy, I hadn't seen Hilton in a long time. It's good to see him.
Definitely
I
good to see
Just
you.
had a bit of a break here, and I thought I'll just see how everything's going and call in and give you, when you're all having your nice winter over there.
Yeah,
I'm having a day.
Not much of a winter here in Florida.
no.
Oh, to be fair, it's not been much of a summer, to be honest.
I think today was 86, 87, something like that. Yeah. Figgy, how are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Thank you. I'm looking
I'm
at your-
surprised that everybody just jumped on last minute. I'm like, woohoo.
Let's do
I know.
it. Look at here.
That's my boy.
Here's the hand.
What was that, Hilton?
Oh, that's my machine.
So that's what you're sitting in when you're sending me little clips. That's it?
Yep. Oh,
That's
that's one
cool.
of the. It depends on what job I'm doing. We're harvesting at the moment, but the other time it's just raking straw and stuff. Somewhere over there's a harvester in the dust.
What is it that you're harvesting?
At the moment it's wheat, but we do barley and oats and beans and getting on to maize soon.
That's cool.
But anyway, it was just a quick hello. I'm going to have to he's going to have to fill me up soon. I just chase the harvester around and he loads me, and then I go over to the edge of the paddock and I load the truck. So that's why it's called a chaser bin, because I'm chasing all day.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Anyway, I
Well,
just
Hilton-
thought I'd say hi to everyone.
Hilton, you're looking good. You look good.
Nose is
You
back.
Oh, you look great. You look great. You do.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
You too. Right. Ciao.
Take
Stay in
care,
touch.
Hilton.
Yeah, he sends me little clips of him while he's basically harvesting from inside. He's driving the tractor, and he's usually playing some kind of rock and roll. And
Right on.
yeah, like a little, what is it? That Messenger allows 15 seconds or 20-second clips. He sends them to me every so often. That was cool. That was cool to see the actual outside of the tractor, you know.
So where are you coming from, Figgy?
There's the echo.
Uh-oh.
Echo. There's the echo.
Oh,
There's
there's
an
an
echo?
echo. Do you have anything on in the background? Any windows open or?
Yeah, if you have if YouTube is open, you have to close it while you're on StreamYard.
Yeah.
So you don't get that echo.
I'm shutting up the TV. Okay, let me close because I got you on my
Yeah.
I have you in live on the cell phone. What about now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
we
good.
can hear you.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah, because you'll get that echo. If you have something else playing the same show playing, you'll get a feedback loop.
That's it. It was.
Good. So what's on your minds?
Well, let me tell you, I am from Puerto Rico,
Okay.
and I was
A
listening
Boricua?
to Stevie.
What was that?
Stevie,
I couldn't hear. Yeah.
I was listening to you that the what is that, natural resource officer was intervening with you. Natural
I
resource
can't.
officer intervening.
It's hard to hear. I'm sorry. It's hard to hear.
I have an echo here.
Still an echo.
I can't figure it out. I got everything off.
That's odd.
Give me a second. Let me see.
Oh.
Wasn't me. No, I'll bring her back up. It just says device is not connected. So I guess she's testing her.
Did you happen to hear what she was asking me?
I'm not sure if she was referring to the police officer.
I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Yes, she said the police officer was talking to you, but it didn't sound like she said police officer. It almost sounded like she said natural preservation officer or something like
Yes.
that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, like a forest ranger.
Right.
So how many let's see, how many like you said you saw some tree structures.
Yeah, just trying to see if I could upload the photos here, but I can't
Oh,
see how
okay.
to do it on here.
Yeah, there should be it should be if you hit present, it'll say share screen or
Yeah, got that.
and then you should be able to post your pictures there and I can bring them up.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a long time and I still don't know what I'm doing.
Not sure how to do this. Hang on. Let's see if I can get my glasses on.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Finally. Well, I was telling Stevie that she was interviewed by the Department of Natural
The police.
Resources officer, right? Yeah. So
No, he was a local
he
police.
went to me in Oklahoma.
What was that?
He asked me for my green card.
Oh.
Oh, you was the local police? Okay. Well, he asked me for my green card, and I'm an American citizen. So I gave him my fishing and hunting license from Oklahoma.
This is not a green card.
When
Yeah,
we took it to the lieutenant, was like, that's a fishing and hunting license.
It is that. Let's see, I can bring it up.
yeah, I got that. And there's another
That's
one.
funny.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Let me remove
Yeah.
this.
What is that?
Yeah, I got two of them open.
Wow.
I got one here. I've only got one.
Yeah, I've opened another one. Hang on. Yeah, should be another one in there.
So do you want to tell us about this? Let me, well, it doesn't get much bigger.
Yeah, so there's that one, and there's another one.
other one I don't see.
Yeah, my friend took them with a cell phone, so
Okay.
not sure about the quality of that.
So it appears that there's all branches and stuff piled in like a little shelter back there.
Yeah, when we got close up, they looked very woven together.
Okay.
It looked like somebody had actually woven them rather than and it didn't look
Just
like it was some kind of, didn't look like a homeless shelter or anything because nobody had been in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way a person could have crawled in there. So I'm not sure what it was. And we showed them to a friend of ours who knows about these things, and he said it looks like the real thing, all right.
Yeah, I just zoomed in on it on my screen. I can't zoom it in for everybody else, but yeah, it is pretty thick too. There's a lot of material used in this. Wow.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the far right side too. That far right.
It's
Pile.
like a TP
Yeah.
structure on that end.
Yeah.
There's sort of two structures in the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. See if I can get the other photo up. It shows it a bit better.
All right.
Like a
Well,
blueprint.
let's remove this one.
Wow.
And
There's another.
yeah, the other one's not here. So let's.
See if I can open it again.
All right. I took that. Oh, nope. Can't do it that way.
Same or is it a different one? Yeah, that should be the other one.
Yeah, it didn't come up. I have the same one sitting here and I can't remove it without removing
Oh.
you. Huh.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the other one open. Hang on a minute. Because I managed to do it before.
Yeah. I
The
don't
other
know why
one
it's-
should be up now,
it's-
number 42.
Yeah, it's not there. There's nothing coming up.
Shall I close the other one down or?
Yes. Close that one down and then try with the new pick because I can't close. If I were to close it out, I would have kicked you off the studio, out of the studio too.
Yeah, I'll try
because
with
they're
the
both
other one.
connected.
Should be this one. Is it the same one or is it a different one?
Nothing popped up yet.
That's weird. Hang on. Where am I?
Miss Dill, can you spare the enthusiasm? Like sub and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I think one's just a closer view of the other one by the look of it.
Okay.
So this one's basically shows what it is. Can you see the number on it? Because just make sure I've got the right one up.
It still hasn't come up yet on my side. It doesn't make sense.
That's weird.
No, it wouldn't matter because I'm waiting for it to come up backstage as another
got-
window.
Let me try again. Hang on. Let me get present.
It's weird.
If you need to get rid of me, we can talk later.
Oh no! It's not that. I can fit 9 people on here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like
You
when
try
you
it
share
now.
the screen, there we
Try
go.
it now.
Okay. I believe that's the same one, right?
It's the same one. Hang
Yeah.
on. It must be the other one. I'll stop sharing that. And we'll try number 42.
We'll get there, folks.
Yep. I've just got about as many technical skills as I don't know. as a
Good
monkey,
question,
I suppose.
Pyro. What is Figgy's fascination?
UFOs.
Okay. There's been some reports in Puerto Rico, huh?
Yes, we have a
Try
lot
that
of them in Puerto Rico. We have a
Figgy,
lot of activity in Puerto Rico.
Figgy, what part of Puerto Rico are you from?
San Juan, the capital.
Ah, very good. My ex-husband is from Vega Baja.
Vega Baja, that's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful island.
Yeah.
Most of it, anyways.
We have a lot of UFO movement since the 70s. Down there in the island.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories.
Mhm. Actually,
Yeah,
one
try
of
that
them
one. This is a
crashed
closer
in
view.
the island. I don't know if you heard about that. Yeah, the FBI came in and cleaned the house.
Yeah, that is odd. It would pass as a, you know, a blind, you know,
Wow.
but that is a lot of material.
It is.
Trying to zoom in so I can see.
That's a huge shelter. That's a big one, a big shelter. Look like.
That's a good find.
Right? Yeah, that definitely would have made me stop.
Yeah, we were like, you know, what's that doing there?
Very cool.
Seemed like a weird place for it too.
And where exactly was this? Where was that taken?
This is in Auckland. It's actually in a public park, because part of the park is like, you know, there's a lot of bushes and trees and a slightly forested area. Some of it's just like a paved walking area, playground, you know, just an ordinary park, but some of it's very bushy. And we've seen structures in there before, and we've had some other very unusual experiences there.
Yeah, so you just met Hilton, and Hilton was the one who said there was no cryptids in New Zealand.
Yeah, well, there are, all right. I know somebody who is researching them.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I think it's just because he just hasn't had any experiences. So
yeah. I definitely know there is a version of Bigfoot here. They're called the Moihau Man, or Maiaro is another name for them. There
yeah, I
are
remember
Maori
you mentioning that the last time.
Yeah. And there's people here who have claimed to have seen them or found footprints.
Wow.
If you check out a channel called Mountain Entities, there's a New Zealander called Mark Capel who's researching the phenomenon. So if you check out his channel, yes, there's something about it there.
Right on. Oh, it makes sense. I mean, if Australia's got the Yowie, you know, if it exists there, why wouldn't it exist, you know, in New Zealand?
So, Figgy, I have a question for you. Is there any stories or rumors or talk of a Bigfoot in Puerto Rico?
No.
Chupacabra, though.
Yeah.
Chupacabra.
Yeah.
The chupacabra is the one that is right now, but UFOs has been there forever.
So have you seen UFOs? You've
yeah.
seen UFOs?
Yes, you can see them. Yes. I mean, one time I saw at least there was like 20 of them.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Like 20 of them in one night, loaded. It's like the radar that just collapsed in Puerto Rico. When they opened in 1972, 74, they sent a message through the radar. And it seems that they got it.
You got an answer.
We loaded.
Wow.
The Arecibo Observatory was gone. It just collapsed recently. I think it was last year.
The observatory. Yeah.
Robert Den Duvin says, "Hey, I've seen cryptids in New Zealand. They are called orcs." LOL. Lord of the Rings movie reference. Where are we at? Oh, geez, we're already over 2 hours.
A little bit.
That went quick.
Yeah.
It's amazing, you know. You just don't pay attention, and next thing you know, it's like 2 hours later. And that's been happening a lot lately.
They say time flies when you're having fun.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to thank you, ladies, for coming on tonight. It's really good to see you. Don't be strangers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
good
it's
to have
definitely
everybody
good to
on.
see you.
New faces are great. I love to see new faces. New faces mean new friends.
Right?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.
You,
My pleasure.
you got to come back again.
Anytime. Schlitzy, thank you. It's good to see you. Figgy, anytime, all right?
Thank you.
My door is always open.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Steven.
All right.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Okay.
That was cool, Steve. Stevie.
Steve.
I know.
I'm like, what?
I'm telling you, my fucking tongue
Aw.
just got caught on my back tooth, and
Aw.
the E wouldn't come out.
I was like, that's a
That was bizarre. I was like,
I can't
Steve.
go laughing about that one. Sorry. I was like,
Oh, that was
Steve.
bizarre.
Who the hell's Steve?
Steve.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Ben, thank you for coming on. Geez, that was fun. That was a fun show
Yeah.
tonight.
That was fun.
Like I said, I'm just amazed that it went by so quick.
Right?
Steve, I'm going to put you
I'll,
backstage. Biggie's still hanging out backstage, so I'm going to put you back there, and I'm going to.
Cool. All right. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, Stevie. I'll see you in a minute.
All right.
Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was good to see some new faces, like I said, and it proves it's that easy. It's simple. We don't, you know, you shouldn't be intimidated to come on or scared. I get it though. But yeah, hope to see everybody this Thursday. I will be back, and we'll do it all again. If you enjoyed the show, please hit that like button, subscribe, share, and we'll do it again, like I said, Thursday. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. Take care of each other and take care of yourselves. All right, guys. Peace and God bless. That's fucking Richie.